Call of Duty Warzone has been out for a couple months now at the time of making this video, and in that time I'm sure most of us have died in some pretty heartbreaking ways, like dying at a buy station in the middle of nowhere right after you've called in a loadout drop. You know, the type of death that keeps you lying in bed awake at night wondering why this game has forsaken you. So I think it'd be good for all of us to enjoy and embrace some of the worst ways to die in Warzone to make ourselves feel better. However, it's never a good feeling being one of the first people in the gulag, stuck in there with the plebs while there's still 148 players in the game. It's embarrassing, but I've never been sent to the gulag whilst the plane was still climbing to its cruising altitude. This guy's in the gulag so fast he must be getting punished for a death in a previous game. Maybe he made an escape or something, but the game threw his arse in the cells quick style. And speaking of the gulag, it's bad enough dying to your opponent in regular fashion and having to beg your friends to buy you back in for the 10th time tonight, but it's a whole other thing to die because some other prisoner with a rock blew up your own bouncing Betty. And in fact, imagine being the guy who didn't throw the Betty there. It's even worse for them. They had nothing to do at all with this and they're out of the game. If it was me, I think I'd rather just die by gas in the gulag. Wait, actually, nah, maybe I wouldn't. That is something I have genuinely never seen before. I don't even know if I'd be angry. I'd just be so confused at the entire ordeal, and the icing on the cake is that the opponent must have smuggled a gas mask past the guards as the gas doesn't seem to affect them, and then they blast them with a shotgun. As bizarre as that is though, I'd honestly still find it more humiliating dying to my own bouncing Betty being set off with a rock, I have to admit. Sticking with the theme of embarrassing deaths, there's only a few more things embarrassing than dying to a rock, and that is dying to a fucking recon drone. Come on now, that really is rock bottom. He's hit literally and figuratively. I don't know if I'd ever touch the game again after that, although I do have to admit, folks, I have died from falling down that tower. You need to own up in the comments. I know you have too, but at least when it's happened to me, I've died from my own negligence, not because a drone made me shite myself. I'm not sure what this guy's excuse is though. All he has to do is sit up there, but instead he folds himself like a deck chair as he hits the ground. Maybe that tower is just a void of happiness. Actually, check this guy Dylan dropping in after winning his gulag. He's buzzing, he's excited, he's motivated to get all geared up again and go for the victory until... Do you know what, I think I'm going to steer clear of that tower from now on. Here's what happens though when you actually do abide by health and safety in Warzone. Yeah, that's what you get for not launching yourself off the roof of a building. That's what you get for being sensible. Killed off a bunch of campers. Serves you right. Honestly though, being killed by campers in general has to be up there with the worst ways to die in this game, especially when you're the player or the team on the aggressive. You're a free spirit that gets shot down by players who forget they even have a left stick on their controller. You gotta give us a break, come on. Actually, for a quick break, I want to say if you're new here, enjoy Warzone and are enjoying this video, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to join the notification squad like the two legends on your screen have done. But we've got a few more awful deaths to analyse. Sometimes I think the Warzone gods have already decided your fate. Like, you must die, and if you don't die how they had foreseen in the first place, like the gas in this situation, then the gods will smite you down another way. He's not kidding when he says they hit us hard that time. That loadout drop was basically a fucking lightning bolt from Zeus, sending you and your team back to the pre-game lobby. I'm sorry. For real though, loadout drops can be deadly business, especially when you let the idiot of the squad call it in and it ends up landing on a roof. Then the squad has to spend a full minute figuring out how to solve this puzzle. That's it, shoot at it, that'll get it down. I've never seen a loadout drop get a UAV kill streak before. That really is impressive. And finally, we've surely all died at the hands or the wheels of a vehicle in Warzone, so much that it became part of the meta for a while. You began to expect a truck racing at you at some point in the game. However, you could never be prepared to see a quad bike flooring it at you on the third story of a building. I need to watch that back. He's doing all the right things as well. He's fighting off the squad, protecting his back, and then a horseman of the apocalypse comes up the stairs and maybe one of the worst ways to die in Warzone I've seen, but I genuinely could not be mad at it if it happened to me. And folks, that's going to be all for this video. Please do leave a like on it if you enjoyed it. 2,000 likes is the goal as always, and do let me know in the comments what you think is the worst way to die in Warzone, and also let me know if you'd like to see another video like this in the future maybe. The links to all the videos I've used will be in the description. Have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.